The Princess Bride is 8 passengers.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to. I'm very sorry. I thought you were,
Nope.
I was, given bad directions.
Yes, you were.
Yes. Well, what have you got there?
It's a green screen. You'll know what that is Wait a second. I thought that The Princess Bride took place like hundreds of years ago.
Who is the Princess Bride?
And I thought you had long hair.
Well, I did, but you didn't have any wigs for the skit, so...
Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, he's not here. So...
Do you know where I might find a six-fingered man?
Aside from the pianist in Gattaca, I have not seen one. Nope. Sorry. It's a movie. Okay. I'm going to keep doing my review. That cool?
Yes, of course. Good luck on your review.
Oh, wait. Does my hair really look like that?
Yeah, you need a haircut, man.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Cool. See ya. That was weird. Anyways, you know what else is weird? I'm wondering, did The Dark Knight take inspiration from this?
You know how I got these scars?
Yeah, I saw the movie. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Hello everybody and welcome to my review of The Princess Bride, a beloved film for many and lovely background noise for everybody else. I'm the MovieSlayer and I am proud to be reviewing one of 8 Passengers' favorite movies. So The Princess Bride was written by William Goldman and was directed by Rob Reiner. Woo! Only one writer and one director. Music to my ears. And a movie to my eyes. It's not funny. It stars Cary Elwes... that's probably wrong. Mandy Patinkin, Robin Wright, Fred Savage, Peter Falk, Wallace Shawn, Chris Sarandon, and Andrei Rozumov. That is so many. So The Princess Bride came out in 1987 and it was modestly successful. Money-wise, it was nothing to write home about. But once it came to video, it became a cult hit. And here we are. We know every line in the movie, whether we've seen it or not, or like it or not, because every person and their dog has seen this movie. Seriously, it's a good thing that I'm getting this review done now rather than later, because if I wait till later, I'm going to have more requests than a servant who serves requests. Comment below if you thought that was funny. No, don't do that. But the big question is, did I like this movie?
Characters.
How can you not love at least a little bit all of these peeps? I mean, yeah, Princess Buttercup is pretty freaking useless. But I mean, the movie satirizes it constantly. Just look at the scene when she's taken hostage. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you
Oh,
are.
no, I'm not. Okay, I guess I am. I can just hear the director saying,
"The love of your life is in imminent danger, but you don't care, so don't do anything."
Anyways, I'm just hoping that this stood as a mirror to society, showing us that, hey, women in movies can be freaking awesome if movies would let them. Then you've got this guy. Imagine Anakin Skywalker, but not creepy. That's entirely based on what people have said about Anakin Skywalker being creepy. Yeah, at times it is pretty creepy. Speaking of which, could he be Darth Vader?
As you wish.
Somebody look into this. This dude gets business done. No wasting time with emotionally evoking pickup lines. This guy's got stuff to do. He was just written to be so competently focused on the task at hand that it was easy to like him. I'm not kidding though. He is so stiff that you can barely tell that he's paralyzed in the third act. Fezzik? Is that his name? It is now. He's adorable, man. Just imagine one of those giant teddy bears that you see around the holidays that nobody can afford, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger with an afro. That could potentially be terrifying, but hey, so is this. Now on to...
My name is Inigo...
We've already done this.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Gosh, I love him. I'm not kidding you. He's my new hero. He's charming, talented, motivated. He's basically the perfect date. What's not to like? All he needs is sarcasm to elevate him to holiness. By far, in my opinion, Best part of the movie. Now for the worst part. This little twerp. Oof, this movie did itself a favor by poisoning him. Honestly, I don't even think there was poison in his cup. I think the movie's spirits just broke and it was like, snap, you're done. Lucky for me too, because if he had made it through the second act, I would have had a real tough time.
Acting.
It was great. There's just not really much to talk about. That's not a bad thing. There's just no A Star is Born driveway scenes. So why not just say it's great and leave it at that?
Dialogue.
Just sifting through my book of Princess Bride lines. Yeah, the list of good lines in this movie is like the character lineup in the Goonies. Excessive. I'm just kidding. An 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie. Now that's excessive. Yeah, I gotta quit with the Arnie jokes. I think that this is what separated The Princess Bride from other fantasy classics like Neverending Story, Labyrinth, Legend, Dark Crystal. Those movies were much heavier. Princess Bride's quippy and comedic writing made it a lot more lighthearted, and also just a lot easier to swallow. All the other movies I either wept, cringed, or covered my eyes. I was just smiling throughout this movie, and most of it was attributed to what was being said, by who, and how it was delivered. It was fantastic. It was... okay, fine.
Inconceivable!
But just for that, I'm gonna add this.
You keep using the word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Now I'm happy.
Story.
What makes this story unique is that it essentially satires your run-of-the-mill cliche fantasy movie. The grandson, yeah, he doesn't have a name. I looked it up on IMDb. He doesn't have a name. What parent doesn't name their child? Unless his name is the grandson. Anyways, the grandson is homesick when his grandpa shows up with a gift. Princess Bride. The book, not the movie.
Is there any sports in it?
Are you kidding? Fencing, fighting, torture, revenge, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love.
Hey, it's the NFL! Anyways, the grandpa is reading the book The Princess Bride so that the audience has a hand to hold. Maybe satire isn't the way to describe it, but the grandpa reading the story to the boy, who represents us as the audience, just breathed life into something that has been told over and over and over again. It's really refreshing, actually. And those two are quite the bunch. I know I should have mentioned this in the character section, but I have to give props to the creators for not throwing these two by the wayside. They develop as characters too as the story progresses, and they're hilarious. I love it when movies do this. If the Princess Bride storyline fails, you have this to fall back on. If this fails, then you have the Princess Bride storyline to fall back on. Better yet, they should work in tandem, and they did, which was excellent.
Predictability.
Yeah, this whole deal falls on these two. It's funny how they play with the idea that cliche stories can still be spontaneous. They address it constantly, and it's very funny.
But Buttercup's nightmares were growing steadily worse.
See? Didn't I tell you she'd never marry that rotten Humperdinck?
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
It's like the perfect example of random humor done right. Yeah, I mean, it's a little mean-spirited, but it's just so out of left field in comparison to the rest of the humor in the movie that it just magically works.
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
Who said that?
Morale.
Okay, this might surprise you, but bear with me. This story really doesn't have much to teach you. This is the one to focus on. You see, a few seconds patience is just great. I'm not here to tell you that The Princess Bride is immoral, but you can't deny that in the world of The Princess Bride, all it really teaches you is about how to have an unhealthy relationship and revenge by murder. Yeah, I know, romance, and romance.
Oh, no. No, please.
What is it? What's the matter?
They're kissing again.
Kid, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot more than kissing going on in the NFL. But here's the thing, if you are so obsessed with somebody that you are unwilling to accept any possibility of finding someone else, and you find that the only way to resolve this is by committing suicide, yeah, toxic relationship. If your whole life goal is to take revenge on somebody who did you wrong by committing murder, yeah, therapy. But the movie is so clever in doing this. It doesn't want you to take any of this seriously. It's a satire in and of itself in that this is a stereotypical Disney romance fantasy esque movie that constantly makes fun of itself. So no, it's not immoral at all. But this part of the story teaches us that if you were sick, bound in bed, stuck in a room with your least favorite grandpa who only gives you gifts that are socks, I'm not gonna lie, I like socks, then The Princess Bride is an avenue to escaping the terrible reality of our lives and bring us closer together. In this case, the grandson and his grandpa. It's really representative of film, actually. I believe that movies that make you think have their place. Escapist films, such as this, can also make you think. It just comes to show that The Princess Bride represents more than just a simple family film. It represents the magic and the art of storytelling and how it can bring people closer together. For generations, this has been the case, whether it be audible, legible, or visual. Partaking in a plain, good, well-written story together while having some laughs is both healthy and enjoyable. I respect this movie. I had never seen it all the way through, and now I'm glad I have. I'm putting it at number 101. Phew, alright, I got a lot going on. Family, school, work, you know, it's tough. And I thank you guys for being so patient as I work my very hardest to put these reviews out. So there you go, folks. One of 8 passengers' favorite movies. Please don't forget to go check out their channel. It would mean a lot to me. We still got one more to cover. Don't forget, peeps, to go check out my other videos and invest in a subscription. It's only $0 a year. I love you folks, and we'll have fun again soon.